My name is Baron Oranger, and this is exam 2. The topic I chose was lowering the drinking age to 18. This has been a controversial issue for many years, and it's been discussed in great lengths by both sides. Many of the arguments for or against the issue are similar, and those who are against lowering the drinking age often state that by doing so, the number of alcohol-related driving accidents would increase. And those who are for lowering the drinking age state that it would actually help prevent issues related to drinking in younger people. And they also argue that if we can tell 18-year-olds to go to college or to move out or to go to war, that they should be able to drink. The first video I chose was for lowering the drinking age, and in this video, Professor Dwight Heath, a professor from Brown University, talks about why the drinking age should be lowered to 18, or even, he says, 5. Professor Heath states that in countries where the drinking age is lowered, they see significantly less issues with alcohol in younger people, mainly because their children are taught to drink in moderation with their family and friends in situations such as dinner or a social gathering. In the second video, Dr. John McCardle, president of CR, Choose Responsibility, states that the current drinking law is not working, and he also says that we are continually seeing alcohol-related issues in young people. Dr. McCardle emphasized that this is an especially big issue on college campuses, and he believes that by lowering the drinking age, it would actually help reduce issues pertaining to drinking, including drunk driving accidents and deaths. The third video was an anti-lowering the drinking age video. And in this video, Hannah Cranston and John Iadorola state that lowering the drinking age would be a foolish thing to do. And they say that it seems that lowering the drinking age would increase the number of alcohol-related driving fatalities in young people. When the drinking age was raised to 21 from 18 many years ago, the number of drunk driving fatalities decreased. And they also talked about young people and judgment, stating that the older you are, the better your judgment is, and that pairing alcohol with someone who has a lower judgment would cause more issues. And they also address the argument that if 18-year-olds can go to war, why can't they drink? And they suggest that instead of lowering the drinking age, maybe we should raise the age at which a person can enlist in the military. The last video was also an anti-lowering the drinking age video, and it featured the president of MAD, or Mothers Against Drunk Driving, Glenn Birch. And he says that lowering the drinking age is dangerous, mostly because of the number of alcohol-related driving accidents and fatalities that would occur. He says that the public is in support of the drinking age of 21 law because it helps to save lives. And he then addresses the idea that lowering the drinking age might make it a bit less mysterious to younger drinkers by saying that the drinking age of 21, right now the median age that people start drinking is 13, and argues that lowering the drinking age would also lower that starting age. The video that I scored the highest was the third video, which was actually surprising to me because it was advocating against lowering the drinking age. The other three videos scored slightly lower, but they all had a similar score to one another. I believe that this is because of the format of the videos, because the three videos which I scored lower were all news clips, so there was not much chance for them to use gestures or facial expressions or really show many emotions or to be highly engaging. The third video was not a news clip, and instead it just showed the two people sitting at a table discussing their ideas strictly for the viewers, which gave them more of an opportunity to be opinionated and also to use more gestures and facial expressions, which I feel was a big reason as to why I scored that video higher than the others. However, I did find that while both sides did a good job at using their facts to get their messages across, the sides who were against lowering the drinking age seemed to only have one solid argument, which dealt with drinking and driving. But some of the pro-lowering the drinking age arguments also touched on this topic and went on to say that it would not increase the number of injuries or fatalities due to drinking and driving. Emotionally, I felt that both sides did an equal job at engaging their audience, mainly by using their facts. However, I found myself drawn more emotionally to the videos who spoke for lowering the drinking age because that's my own opinion on the issue. But I can assume that someone who is against lowering the drinking age would be more emotionally pulled towards the videos which were also against lowering the drinking age. The speakers in the videos all used facts, mostly about drinking and driving accidents, to evoke emotions in their audiences. And some of the videos talked about the other things that 18-year-olds can do such as to get married, go to college, or even enlist in the military, to also bring up emotions in their viewers. In the three news clips, not many gestures or facial expressions were used, which I believe negatively affected the emotional success of their ideas. The first course concept I chose was interpersonal communication, which could be seen in all the videos, but it was more apparent in the third video, I thought, because both people were given equal opportunities to speak, listen, and ask questions to the other. The two people in this video also seemed rather familiar with each other, and it could be inferred that they are friends or a couple. But interpersonal communication also could be seen in the other three clips, simply because the speakers were interacting with another person. Um, in all three cases, it was a news anchor. And while the news anchor did not offer up any opinions about the issue, they did ask questions, which allowed the speakers to talk. The second course concept I chose was listening or critical thinking, and in all four videos, listening played an important role. In the first, second, and fourth clips, the speaker had to listen to the news anchor who was asking them questions about the issue, and the speakers mostly used critical listening because they had to listen and understand what the news anchor was saying and then try to reply to those questions using facts and information that pertain to the subject. In the third video, the two people were speaking both to the camera and to each other, and then addressing their opinions on the matter. And they both used empathetic listening and critical listening because they were trying to understand the other person's ideas as well as find other facts they could add to the other's ideas. And the last course concept was nonverbal. There was little to no nonverbal in the first, second, and fourth clips. The facial expressions of the speakers rarely changed, and little or no gestures were used, and this definitely lessened the success of these videos. And it made the videos a little bit more boring, and it's hard for someone to get behind an issue emotionally when those advocating it don't show emotional investment.